shake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And Mariota going to put it up right away. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Mariota. Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 3rd down, Mariota. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And he just won.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 27. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Dolphins at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. If they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W, they have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Steps away to his left. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mariota now. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Carson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. Dropped incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
A chance for Waddle on the return. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. On first down, Lawrence gets this one to Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A nice little juke. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They go play action with Lawrence. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll run with Mostert. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded right around the 8. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That's complete. It's Collins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Mariota. Another one caught by Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Robinson up the middle. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Robinson with another carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mariota to throw it. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit us first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Lawrence on first down. That's swung out to Mostert. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldiers, soldiers. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own.
are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Jacksonville South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Jacksonville Jaguars and
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs.
we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is James Robinson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. It's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needed 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. On play action, Lawrence. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back into 44. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Mariota. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit?
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Robinson on a give right side. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On the give, here's Robinson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Mariota. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Jaguars take over a 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Mariota. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of 1st down. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Mariota. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our
When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you still wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going